Good evening, everybody. How are we? Welcome to Season 4 of the iRacing LeMans series and Season 4 of iRacing. We're just about to get started here. Strap yourselves in for Memes at Interlagos. Welcome, everybody. It is round 1, season 4, 2020 of the iRacing LeMans series here at Interlagos. We've got Mr. Pepe, Pavelis Mikunis, otherwise known as Coin to You and Me. It's absolutely great to be back after a week break of recoup and rejuvenate. How you doing, guys? Hopefully you guys are all good. You know, staying safe out there. Hello to everybody that's in the chat. Hello everybody to, you know, just hello everybody. As always, I am joined by the boy, the myth, the man, the legend himself, Craig King. How are we?
Good evening, Rob. How are you doing, Rob? Something's not right. Something's different with ILMS. Did it have its haircut or something? Just looks different. Oh, I know what it is. 2 brand spanking new cars. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dallara LMP2 and the Corvette. The shouty boy has its little brother, the GTE, and it is here in ILMS. And I'll tell you what, I've got a little drive with the LMP2 this week. A lot of people. And it's going to be I'm going to be honest, it's going to be a challenge around Interlagos for this LMP2. We're talking a lot of first gear corners for that car. We're also looking at times around the 123s, 123s in quali. So we're looking at about 124 maybe in race pace, which is about, what, 8 seconds slower than an LMP1's doing at the moment. Maybe, yeah, 8 seconds slower than LMP1. And then you're looking at only 7 seconds slower than a GTE. So there's not a lot of gap, and on such a small track, Interlagos, in my opinion, is one of the hardest tracks for multi-class racing on the sim.
Still better than most, you know. Still better than the one lanes that you can get in some of the tracks, you know. Belle Isle.
I tell you what, I love Interlagos to drive around. It is fantastic. It's one of my favourite tracks to get to just race. Not for hot lapping, just for racing. The moves you can make into turn 10, Pico di Pato. The moves you can make going into the center S's. The late moves, but they're safe moves because of how wide those corner apexes are. It's such a fun track to drive around when you're racing.
So, a new car. Well, two new cars. We've got LMP2. We've got a GTE. And the times are actually being racked up now. So the fastest lap of the GTEs right now, if I can get my my maths up and running. My maths brain is up and running. There we go. Josh Thompson with a 129.003. So there's a good big gap. There's a good big gap between the classes, which is wonderful to see. Seeing Simsa Esports going. Sorry, go ahead. Seeing Gustas Grimbergus in the Simsa Esports car going around. He just did a 1:23.343. He's just testing the waters, you know, getting his tires warmed up. I mean, they won't carry to the actual race itself, but you know, a man can dream.
Always good practice. We got to talk about the LMP1s as well. Ismail Yakubu in the RLR of Russi Esports team. By the way, shout out to RLR for their motorsports team at Le Mans this weekend. Yakubu with a 1:16.005. We got to talk about the LMP1s with the new tires. The ultra grippy tires that these LMP1s now have.
You mean the spaceships?
The literal spaceships. I mean, Yakubu almost did a 1:15 in qualifying. I think that gives you an idea of just how good these cars are now. And I'm really looking forward. It's a small field for the LMP1s. So WEC flashbacks to like the last 2 years. But it's a real small field. Promise to be really, really interesting to see. I'm actually really curious to see. I've not seen it. The closing speeds of the LMP1s and the LMP2s. That, I think, is what I'm really looking forward to compared to the LMP2s and the GTEs. And there's so many LMP2s out there today. I think what we're looking at, 16 LMP2s. We haven't had an HPD/LMP2 field this big ever.
No, and it's going to be a bit spicy. Let's just simply put it that way. It's going to be a lot of pressure on the track, but. Let's go over the qualifying times. Ismail Yakubu in first position with a 1:16.005, as he said, into the 1:15s, which has been unheard of for the LMP1s. Alex Salmon in second with a 1:16.132. Third position is Josh Mills with a 1:16.347. Following up behind is his teammate Sam Blackwood with a 1:16.365. Will Lyons in Iron Brew, 1:16.425 for him. Hugo Valentin, 1:16.522. And we're getting on towards Baramilkalov with a 1:16.666. The curse numbers. And Coin, as I'll call him, 1:16.913 in LMP2. It is Raika with a 1:23.156, good enough for first position. Gustas Grimbergus with a 1:23.343 in second position. In third is Raira with a 1:23.356. Kevin Bellens with a 1:23.424. Cat with a 1:23.465 puts them into fifth position. Into sixth is Baptista with a 1:23.525. In seventh is Nelson with a 1:23.546. Taramina with a 1:23.615. Hurt Necky with a 1:23.662.
Just key, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I in my head I was just like, I hurt my neck. Godden with a 1:23.705 in 10th position. In 11th is Freidich with a 1:23.757. Oh no, we've got the really unpronounceable names. It's
Jennifer Vickers.
Yeah, with a 123.916. Cowan with a 124.141 puts them into 13th position. In 14th is Cox with a 124.229. In 15th is Hela Gorach with a 124.292, and Sasana with a 124.560. And I'll leave you with the GTEs.
I'll quickly go over the GCEs as they're just about to start formation. Josh Thompson, a 129.002, will take the lead. Fitzgerald Siemens will take second, a 129.349. Then Artem Grabo with a 129.442. Vlad Kimichev, a 129.512 is third. Owen Blythe, a 129.557. Followed by Oliver Dean, a 129.746. James Pinsker, a 129.758 is seventh. Tobias Orgodnik, a 129.866. Hugo Martinez, a 129.948 for ninth. Into 10th is Dominic Ferraris. Ferraris? 129.951. Antonio Pixie, a 130.225. Adam Powell with a 130.301. Aurelian Vercher, a 130.445. Krill Kolobuksov, a 130.597. And for the ones that did not qualify, two non-qualified in the LMP1s, Connor Pearson and VF Navas. And then for the GTEs, Kiefer McKenna, as they start their way around this, a very small track. They literally start their formation practically after turn 5 into turn 6. So out of Desida del Lago up into Ferraduran, one of my favorite section of the track, the middle section. So, but now they're coming around John Cow, turn 12. It will be a slow waltz up there. Jacobu will take the lead. No Porsches, sorry, it's all Audis in the LMP1. They will come around turn 13 and then 14, and the pace car will go in. I'm going to keep an eye on the back of the field while Rob gives you the action at the front. So, let's get ready for 48 laps of Interlagos.
It will be, the pace car will come off. They won't have any DRS. There's DRS sign. They won't have any of that. It'll just be boost button, as Ismail Yakubu will be the one to key them off. Remember, he did a 1:16.005, so let's see if he can translate that to race pace. Season 1, or race 1 for Season 4 is about to begin as he holds them up, and there he goes. It is green flag racing here, and that is one of the OCM cars. We're trying to go on the outside, coming up to turn 1, cover 1, and that is Alex Salmon trying to bring around the outside of Ismail Yakubu going into turn 1, and he doesn't make it, but the rest of them are filing in behind them. Nice and easy, no issues to report, as Alex Salmon again tries to go around the outside of Ismail Yakubu. He's still trying to see if he can get a nice piece of pie. That is Pavilis McCunis coming through into 8th position, overtaking Connor Pearson. He's trying to see if he can get a bit of the action. And that is Hugo Valentine looking on the inside of Will Lyons coming up towards Ferradura. That is turn 6 into turn 7 now. And that is Coyne sending it around the outside. He's going to try and see if he can get it sneaking into the hairpin. He doesn't. He's under threat now for Connor Pearson, looking around the outside himself. And he does make the move. Connor Pearson makes the move just in time for Bico Tapado.
Well, Rob, I'll tell you what's happening in the LMP2s. It's been crazy, and it's crazy at the lead for the LMP2s. Gustav Grimberger took the lead and just went side by side into turn 8 and 9 with Riker. And Gus Grimberger does hold it. They were going too wide into the center S's, but in the GTE field, the middle of the pack were going 3 wide into the S's, and you know there's no room for free cars there. And we did see a couple of people have a bit of a spin and a couple of accidents. Hugo Martinez already out into the pit. Grimberger will take the lead of the LMP2 with Riker, Batista, and Ballant is your top 4. It is absolute crazy right now. I'm not really sure how to describe it.
You can just see them just charging down the LMP2, charging down towards SNS, just onto cover to solve right now. He's just going to try and see if he can get into a rhythm. This being Gustav Grimberger. He's being hounded by Elias Riker. He looks like he wants to get on the inside at Lago 1. He doesn't. Oh, just a bit of a step out from Gustav. He kisses the curb a bit too much, I think. And he's got the number 6 car hounding him at the... Oh, that's Kevin Cox gone off. Kevin Cox has gone off. That is the Cita de Lago 1 and 2.
Oh no, he's been punted from behind. Sorry, I thought he clipped the grass. Did not see who hit him. A little bit of late braking there, but by the looks of it, as someone hitting him. Not sure who that was. He's now down.
Sorry, he blinked. The car 33 blinked, and it just hit him off the track. He's got no damage, as far as I can see, but he's gonna have to lick his wounds and just come back through the field. He'll have to come back through 4 GTE cars.
Those LMP2s are built like rocks. Think of the BMW, but think tougher. They've got rid of the bendy carbon fiber, and now it's solid. We go back to the front of the LMP1s, and it looks like Slam Backward wants to make a move on Josh Mills. Just does not have the room. Just decides to not go for it around turn 4 and 5. Gonna wait for the straight. It's the boost battle here. Not a lot of boost you use down here, but they come down into turn 6, into turn 7. That's a Dakota La Arena. Come around here. Blackwood is on the defense from Lion, but he's also trying to attack Mills. Take as much of the curve as you want, coming around 8 into 9. Look how close Blackwood's getting, but it's not a big gap. They come power out of 9 into 10. Still can't make a move. The front 3 are still in the same order, but these guys just holding on their teammates at OCM, just respecting each other. And meanwhile, Riker, what's happened to Grim Burgers? Grim Burgers is all the way in the LMP2 field.
Let's try and see if we can get... Yeah, I did see him going down the pecking order. That was a incident. Let's see if we can get a report on him. Oh, he just gets tipped by the car number 6, and they were going into Lago again, and he just gets spun around.
Oh, yeah, and of course the back also would have gone. These cars, the tail loves to kick out a bit there. It's always a bit of a challenge with these LMP2s. So that puts Riker in the lead. Still only one retirement, Martinez. Riker, well, he's not retired, he's in the pit side. Riker will take the lead of this lap, but meanwhile, Anthony Cat is getting the place over Bellens, trying to catch on to Baptista by the looks of it. Can he make a move down here? This bright blue, I think my trading paint is cracked. No, it's bright blue. Trying to make a move down into the center S's. He can take it late here, but with these LMP2s, don't want to lock the brakes up so early. Decides against it. Just takes it. And again, that's a first gear corner. And with this first gear on this LMP2, you just want to be careful with the throttle. You don't want to go thunderfooting. You've got to feather it in. Kevin Bellens looks like he wants to make a move in the cursed Toyota livery. He will take it down to Lago, takes the first position. A little bit compromised by Baptista, a little bit of a but the good save from Bellens there as he was getting the back top there. Anthony Cat then, will he try and make a move? No. Bellens goes onto the inside of 5. He will hold on to it right now. Will there be a move going up into 8? I don't think so.
Oh, he just gets rear-ended by Vincenzo. Vincenzo touches his rear end, and that is Anthony Cat having to come back again. And these LMP2 cars are certainly taking a beating, but oh no! Sorry, Anthony Cat is going side by side with Marco Cesana. Oh, another touch again. And
Cesana went wide. Sorry, Cesana. Look at the brakes there by the looks of it. Went a bit wide and just lost that corner. So Cat defending for his life right now at the well, it is back of the LMP2 field. Now he's got Hanaki right behind him and Jennifer Kuzkas. That's Omaya, sir, in the number 36. We've got to talk about the GTE, by the way. Josh Thompson is in a world of his own. In fact, it's very spread out at the front. Josh Thompson with a 2.5 second lead. There's no real battles going on apart from this battle for P3. Kimachev and Dean. Half a second between the two of them. It's a Ferrari versus a Ferrari. We're seeing a lot of cars at the front here, but no Porsches, just Ferraris, Corvettes, and Fords.
I love how the guy named Ferraris is driving a Ferrari. He's sticking true to his pedigree, you know? Marco Cesana has decided to park the car. He is the first true retirement. Klobuksov has also retired. Hugo Martinez is still in the car though, but he has got a lot of damage to make up for. This is the battle for P3. It is Vlad Kimichev versus Oliver Dean 2.
And Rob, sorry to interrupt, I just realised the LMP1s are going through the GTE field and there is a battle going on. Yankabu's lead is now down to a third of a second. Baron Mifkloff and Blackwood are playing a game of bookmarking at the moment, trying to put as many GTEs in between each other. They keep fighting. This is where the lap traffic causes everybody to bunch up, and usually That doesn't happen a lot. It happens in little pockets around other tracks. But right now, if Salmon tried to go into the inside, he pinched himself with a GTE in a way. That's Ferrari that pinched himself. He wanted to make a move there. He couldn't. So Salmon then wanted to make the move on Jacobu. Gone into the inside, realised he pinched himself. Oh, he's doing it again, and almost a touch with Jacobu. Here's it, the closer these come to taking any sort of a battle for the lead right now. But now they come out of the corner, up onto the back, off into the back straight. They come now through 13 and 14. The lead is extending for Jacobu, who's got a bit more boost. They'll get around Kimmich and Dean, who are still battling. But in that one lap, Salmon had to do a late move there to make sure he didn't go into the back. Baron Mifkolov is trying to catch up as well. He dives in, as does Sam Blackwood as well, to the top 4 are now bunched up. In fact, the top 4, there's only a second, I think, between the top 4. The battle is heating at the front here. Does Salmon want to make another move? He will not be able to make it into Lago.
Yeah, that car you're seeing, by the way, the car being driven by the number 1, Josh Thompson. It's literally, read the side as the number 18, Alex Salmon, is trying to hand the 13 of Ismail Jacobu. Jacobu is trying to keep his cool around the traffic. Sorry, that is Josh Thompson right there. Sorry, it was the car behind him of Artyom Grabov. And now we're just seeing...
Now, I was about to say, we talk about this bookmarking. Something we always say is you're putting a slower car in between yourself with the other car you're battling. That is what you want to be trying to do in this race right now. With all these tight corners, you want to try and make sure you get around that GCE before the guy you're battling can't. And look at that! Oh! Will Lyons had a spin. He's taken too much of the inside there, trying to get around Josh Thompson. That looked like that turn 12 there. Yes, that was turn 12. That was Junkow lost it there. He has gone down at the pecking order because of that.
Just look to see that is Josh Thompson once again. Sorry for the misassignment. Oh, and he does. I think that was that Valentin that hit him in the rear?
I'm
he did hold
not
his
sure.
brakes, though.
I think Valentin was behind him. I'm not entirely sure there. Valentin from the OCM just holding on. Now, Grimbergus. I want to talk about Grimbergus slowly making his way back up the field. He's now in 7th. After that incident took him probably all the way down the back of the LMP2 field. So slowly making his way down. The problem is all these lap times are pretty identical. A 124.2, a 124.1, another 24.2, another 24.1, then a 24.3, 24.5, a 24.7. This field, there's only 8 seconds between the 1st and 7th, which is Grimbergus. But the times are so identical, you really have to find that extra pace. And with a 44 Celsius, 112 Fahrenheit track temperature, it's really hard to put the power down because there's nothing there but heat.
To coin the phrase feeling hot, it's definitely hot out there, and I think even with the grippy tires, you know, the tires are going to be screaming after a while. The move to be made should be made now while the tires are still within temperature, and then just try and hold it while the tires are screaming for cooler track. As Ismail Jacobi is coming up to, I think that is the tail end. That is the car of, I think that is Kevin Cox ahead of him. It's an Alpine LMP2 car. I'll allow it. Just this once, I'll allow it.
Now, the Alpine LMP2, that's fine. But when you've got someone like, I can't remember who I was talking about. I think it's Kevin Bellens. Kevin Bellens is driving a Toyota livery on an LMP2 car. Come on!
Oh, I think Kevin Cox he's being hounded around. Look at the size. Well, and it's not too much of a size difference, but I mean, you can definitely tell which is the bigger boy in the playground. As Sam Blackwood and Connor Pearson looking to see if they can get a scrap. That is for 4th position right now. Connor Pearson going around the outside. Car number 20, car number 25, and Sam Blackwood sticking on the inside. And they're going to be fighting all the way towards Jung Kao coming up the hill now.
Going to be a battle of boosting right now, won't it? Blackwood might have a bit more boost. He does. He's responding. Pearson now has to rely on the slipstream. Not a lot of slipstream in these prototypes and these Audis R18s. Will he make a late send? He's going to be setting himself up. Can't really do the sends that you would in a GTE on around the Cenerettas, but we'll keep going. Again, look at this train of LMP1s. It's a 3.7k split LMP1 field, and it's just so competitive at the moment. Baron Mifkolov is now getting past an LMP2. Blackwood wants to get by. Can he get by before Pearson Oh, because Omeus decided to go a little bit wide there, so no bookmarking there. But oh my god, up in front of them is Chaos, Yakubu, and Salmon weaving through the traffic right now. They've come through 7 into 8. They go a little bit of a slide there from Anthony Katz, but now they hit 9, and it's side by side with LMP2s around here. And the speed difference is the only thing that's saving them is the boost. And Salmon wants to try and send it around the outside. Can't, because again, there's an LMP2 into the inside of 11. Can't make it stick. Into Junkow they'll go. Yakubu holds on again. This is great driving, but somehow, like Salmon will find a way. Look at the boost he's making right now. And Yakubu responds with some boost of his own. It almost looks like Yakubu held off the boost and just waited until he got around that corner. He waited till he got around turn 13 and went into 14 using all the boost, and Salmon had nothing left.
And you just see just how stacked the cars are, just how many cars are in that gaggle right now. It is just under a second. And oh, Alex Salmon going on the inside. That was Ishmael Yakubu being forced on the outside. That's the car number 14. What was he doing? Come on.
Oh, Jack Gordon was just there, and there was nowhere for Yakubu to go. Now it looks like Salmon wants to go. A little bit of bump drafting there. They'll return the favor again, side by side. Salmon's gone wide. Salmon's gone a little bit wide into the corner. Will he extend it? There's no way he can extend it into 8. The blocking, well, not the blocking, but the moves Yakubu's making. He's making that Audi R18, coined the tractor. He's making it wide like a combine harvester. Again, Salmon tried to go around the outside of Big Gotti Plateau. He's made it, but there's an LMP2 in the way. Wide into turn 11. Yakubu's been pushed all the way back.
They touch, and you were peeking just a little bit. You were peeking just a little bit.
They were wide going around Junkow. Yakubu's gone down into 3rd. Salmon takes the lead with Baron Mivkulov. Yakubu will not be happy. He will fight for that lead again. Wow. I'm out of breath.
Just to repeat what was said. Oh, they did touch coming down. That is just after Pato. And that was the car number 14 being forced on the outside. And just to see the 2 OCM cars looking like they wanted a piece of the pie. That was Connor Pearson and Sam Blackwood looking the piece of the pie of Ishmael Yakubu. And that was very unfortunate.
Hold on, Rob. Side by side, it's Baron Mivkulov and Salmon. Baron Mivkulov wanted to make a move. Everyone's trying to make a move down at Largo, and they're not making it stick. We're trying to keep up with every other class, but these LMP1s are so close at the moment going through. And now we've got GTEs and LMP1s and LMP2s. Oh man, Mivkulov has hit Darren going around turns 8.
Oh, that says the car number 37. The car number 37 is Martin Nielsen. He just hit a GTE.
Oh god, can we keep her?
No!
No! Also hit the LMP2. LMP1s get spun around from them. It's chaos. It's chaos to Big Gotti Plateau right now. Another car gets hit. How many cars has been hit from that one incident? Oh my word! Yakubu, it looks like Josh Mills as well. I'm not sure who else. I think Sam Blackwood got tangled up with that. Connor Pearson definitely has damage. Grimberger, I think, got around it. Mills is safe. He just got held up there. What does this do? How many cars did we just lose in that one moment?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gustav
Somebody
Sternberger.
clip it.
7.
Somebody clip it.
7.
Oh my word.
Yeah, you were peaking a lot. Well, as in like peaking, as in like you were losing voice quite a lot.
I apologize. I think you were losing voice as well. That is crazy.
That
absolutely
is
crazy.
Right,
Hugo Valentin.
4
Hugo
LMP1s
Valentin in the pits. Yakubu, Valentin, point operator, Polas Miskinas, Connor Pearson, all 4 of them in the pits. We have lost almost half the fit. Well, we haven't lost because Bendy Carbon Fiber, look at it, Connor Pearson's already out. So 4 of them caught up in that basic chaos there. And still, Baron Mivkulov is fighting Alex Salmon, but let's try and look at the rest of the field because this is crazy. Kevin Bellens now trying to weave through the GTE traffic, trying to catch up to Baptista. Gets bookmarked at John Cal there from Vercher. And also that back. Simmons takes P10 from Pixie. Or did they both just have a bit of a moment? No, they're side by side there. Just keeping onto the eyes of this. That's Simmons and Pixie in the battle for just Will Lyon just goes right between the middle of them as these two are going side by side on the start-finish straight into the center S's. We got Simmons in the Corvette. He's got the inside. Pixie with the Ferrari on the outside. Both a little bit damaged, but in the inside line there. A little bit later on the braking, Simmons makes the move. Holds up Josh Mills a little bit, but we'll get around the center S's right now. That's a little bit of calm. No more chaotic going miles an hour.
Yeah, you can breathe now. We've got a car off the road. That is Andreas at turn 1. It goes off the road. What happened to him? This is a replay from 30 seconds ago. He's just coming past. That is a very injured car. I think that was one of the... Oh, yeah, that's an OCM car diving into the pits to get repairs. Not sure exactly who it was. There's two LMP2s ahead of them.
It's Sam Blackwood.
The car 34 goes on the inside. Oh, the car number 34 spins around the car number 16. The car number 34, Charlie Cowan, comes on the inside of the car number 16. The car 16 being Andreas Freidich. And he's having to recover and regain composure, but at least he was out of harm's way, but he's down in the dumps in terms of positions.
Kevin Bellens now has an open runway to try and make a move on Baptista. Well, until Josh Mills just goes right by. That will give Baptista a little bit of slipstream. That'll be handy for him, but Bellens will try and catch on. Now, they've got around the traffic last lap. Let's see what their lap times are. It's going to be a 126.3 for Baptiste, 125.1. Sorry, it's a 125 flat and a 125.1. Sorry, they updated a bit too late for me. So Baptiste makes up 4 places in the race so far in P2 and is pulling away from Bellens in a great drive there. Slipstream will help, but they don't hit the top speed quick enough to down here into Largo. So they're not going to be able to, well, Bellens isn't going to be able to make a good use of the slipstream, and now they hit more traffic, and that's a battle for P5 in the GTEs. That looks like that's Ferraris and Owen Blythe as well. So a Corvette and a Ferrari, well, we've said that before, in a battle here, and they might just get split up here from some LMP2s, and they do.
Ironically, we've never said that before. A battle between a Corvette and a Ferrari. Now we have.
No, that's wow. That's
Ooh, sorry, the car 27 trying to send it around a place it definitely should not have it, trying to send it around the outside. Felipe Baptista is trying to get past because he's got Kevin Bellens sniffing for second place. He's trying to sniff for any mistakes at the car 27 can give him. That's Felipe Baptista.
I'm brave. I'm still trying to respond here. Bellens looking like he can make it 2 up. The gap is 0.2 of a second. Baptiste will have to think about going onto the inside here. He does not. Can Bellens make a late move? Break down into the 50. He wants to make it. Can he get that turned in? Just doesn't have the late braking. A little bit of a tap there.
Yeah, just looking on the inside. He's trying to see if he can, shuffle his way past Baptista. Baptista is trying very hard to not have that happen. You can just see him trying to move around the outside any which way he can. He's breaking into. He doesn't, go side by side into Lago.
Ooh, that is a better line.
Yeah,
a better line.
Yeah, much better line. Baptista having to go wide, coming through Lago, the middle of Lago 1 onto Lago 2, but they're still side by side going through Verdura onto Kevin Bellens on the inside, looking to see if he can keep the car up and running. Oh, there's a little touch between the two of them.
He was sliding through turn 8 there with Kevin Bellens. He wanted that move as hard as he could. Meanwhile, I think there's something going on at the front there. That's lap traffic, sorry. I thought that was something happening in front of them, but no, that was lap traffic. Bellens is trying to make the move, and he's trying to make the move in the only places he can think about it right now. The only braking spots he can make. Cannot make it happen. He
has to make it happen somehow, because if he continues to sit behind Felipe Baptista, he'll probably start losing time towards Elias Reika, who's just done a 124.412. They're about a second slower than the car number 6, and the car number 6 just has enough of a gap to be able to sort of sit down and trail nicely. He needs to just be able to cut through traffic. He needs to be able to A, cut through traffic, and B, also attempt to pass where he can. And you can just see the car I was referring to before. It was actually the car number 7, driven by Artem Grabo. I'm not going to pronounce what it was said on the side of the car, but it's the meme livery. The first meme livery I've seen on a Corvette C8R, but that's iRacing for you. Things are starting to calm down now. I just wanted to re-digest what had happened. 5 LMP1 cars had to go into the pits. 5 LMP1 cars. That was the car number 20, the Connor Pearson, the car number 40 of Hugo Valentin, the car number 25 of Sam Blackwood, the car number 24 Pavilas McCunis, car number 13 of Ishmael Yakubu. Yakubu's day has gone from bad to worse, and we said he was having a very hard time with the traffic coming through, and losing him first position. He lost 2 places, just as a reminder. And then that incident happened just at Bico de Pato, and everybody was just like, this is the end. This is the end of the world.
I have never seen an incident like that. And one of our top clips, Eduardo Matara in the Fanatec GT1 series, where we lost about 8 cars in an accident coming out of the hill into the first 2 of what we call the Three Amigos at Watkins Glen, and that was probably the worst accident I've seen until now. I've never seen such chaos there, and the camera there, the helicopter provided by TrackCams22.com, was caught that fantastically on the replay. But Rob, we're only 24 minutes into the race.
Yep.
We've half the LMP1 field had gone into the pits for repairs. I don't know if they've got I don't know if they can fuel to the end. I don't think the Audi has that type of fuel tank.
I think they would be able to get away with it just about if they fuel save a lot.
What's happened to Kimichev? Kimichev has a lot of damage. In fact, the window is gone. Has he lost it? It looks like. Has he lost it going up? Not sure. Looks like something's happened to him going up into turn 6 and 7, and his car is absolutely destroyed.
Just looking at it now, this is his car. Brand spanking new, looking nice. The car number 3 on your screens. He's going to be pretty devastated with that. Car number 14 passing him by on the inside, no incidents at all. And then that was the car number 20. Hit him on the inside. Who was that? It was Connor Pearson. Connor Pearson hit him on the inside. Where? Oh, you shouldn't be doing that.
That is heavy impact as well to the wall. So much so, I saw him going around, I think it was turn 9, and the car just had no grip. And you could see there was damage because the back windscreen where the engine cover was smashed. You didn't even need to see anything else. If you see that window smashed, you know you've had a big impact on the Ferrari. And unfortunately, that is what happened.
Yeah, that was definitely not what Connor Pearson should be doing, because that door was never going to be open to him, and yeah, this happens.
So there is a battle. There's an overtake happening right now in the GTEs. That Parley and McKenna are coming down into that same corner we were just talking about, 6 and 7. Parley in the rear Ford holding on there, but McKenna wanting to make a move. These 3, and also we got Simmons behind them. This is the closest battles we've got in GTE at the moment. Josh Thompson is 11 seconds ahead of everybody, and then there's like 3-second gap between 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. But here right now, for 6th, 7th and 8th, Parley, McKenna, Simmons, and if they keep holding themselves up, Boucher in 9th will come in as well at the same time. But Simmons here, maybe he just waits. But if McKenna's losing the back of Parley, he's got to make a move. So one of these 3 cars will, once this LMP1 of Will Lyon goes by, will have to think about making a move down into the center Estes. But I think she's not had a good jump out there. And it looks like they will not be able to make a move on Parley or use the slipstream. And would have to be defending against Simmons.
Simmons doing well. I think he's been the quiet warrior, I think, in our view. And then, just trying to march his way up the pecking order. It's just an idea. Start position of 40 for McKenna overall, and he is now 31st. He's made up 9 positions so far.
Lost 6 in the GTE. That's the important thing for him. He's made some positions up because of the incident but at the same time, he is 6 positions down. He started in P2 for that class, and still looks like he wants to make a move. Can he make a move here with the late braking? LMP1 comes in between and decides, no, you will not. So now we look at what happens with McKenna. That's Josh Mills behind them, by the way. McKenna will want to go around. The Ford's being up. Ooh, Parlay just making Mills have to get a bit there and gone wide. So they'll come side by side almost. No, but the better line will be McKenna coming down into 11, down into Junkel, turn 12. The braking goes. Now the Ford's looking really strong. For a car that no one's been talking about, the Ford is looking strong right now. Parlay, the only Ford in the top 10, doing what he can with his top speed. The gap is now 0.2 of a second, 0.3 between McKenna and Simmons. There might be a move here with the Corvette right here. The number 29 of McKenna. We'll wait and see. Coming down the start-finish straight. Parlay may need to go on the defense right here. I'm not too sure. He does not. McKenna goes to the left. Takes the overtake. Just so simple. And now you've got Parlay defending from Simmons. And now we do it all over again. And in fact, Parlay's got a good line out of the S's. He might be able to make a move into Lagos. We go again.
Yeah, that's one of the considerations that you have to make, because in a GTE you might compromise your position if you come out of the Senna S with a bad line and you have to come around the curve of the Sol with, you know, a speed deficit. The car behind you can just be like, I like this, and just start challenging you for your position. But not in this case. McKenna keeps his position, and he is now battling Adam Parlay. It should be saying Parlay, but it says Simons because it hasn't updated yet. I still need to fix that. But apart from my shenanigans and me not fixing stuff, it is a battle for a 3-way battle for 6th position. It's a battle for 3rd position between Oliver Dean and Owen Blythe. As that was an OCM car. I think that was Josh Mills going around the outside. Very.
Oh, Simmons made the move. Sorry to interrupt. Simmons has made the move on Parlay through Junkel. Oh, what a move! Not an easy thing to do, especially with the exit. You need to get as much speed out of it as you can. Takes the inside of Junkel, makes the move. He's lost a little time on McKenna, but Simmons now moving up. What will Parlay do? This Ford really strong on the straight. Parlay will decide to go in. Good defense there. Simmons might have been a late move, might have been a reaction, not too sure, but makes the defense there, pulls in and holds it in the center rested. Great moving. We were talking about this battle. If they hold themselves up, Rocher might get involved. Rocher's gotten involved. He's now on the slipstream of Parlay. We'll keep looking at these guys, but still with that LMP2, sorry. Again, not much happening in the LMP2. Riker still in the lead by about 3.5 seconds. Then Baptiste and Belland in 3rd. And again, the gaps were looking 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds. Only one close battle at the moment. That's down in P7 with Cowan versus Cat. But again, a battle is a battle. Cowan not having a good exit there. And he blinks on my screen. Where's he gone? There no!
Oh, I was in the cockpit.
That is not how you do the magic trick, Charlie. That's not how you do magic. That was a scary moment there for Cat, and he's composed himself very well and taken the position. Callan might want to make the move in the Red Bull livery there. He will not, but
I just want.
That was a bit scary.
I just want to show from the cockpit view what this looked like. Eagles disappears. Oh, that was. I would have had brown pants after that.
Kimachev sadly has retired. Such a shame there. Such a shame there. But he's got the confidence. Get off the track. Get off the track. Who is that? That's Taramina.
That's Bar Mikulov. Bar Mikulov has gone off.
No, he's got there. Now what happened there? It just looks like Taramina was getting ready to set herself up for the line. Lost the car as well a little bit there, a little bit of a slide, and just threw Barmivkov into the wall, and then he hit the little bubble. Oh, that's a lot of damage. And I think he's stuck as well. Yeah, he had to tow. He got stuck in that.
He's stuck his rear wheels.
Oh no. Oh dear. Will Ryan then is uncontested. Alex Salmon has gone into the pits, and that is definitely a fuel stop. went in lap 21. So that's a fuel stop. So the top 2 have not pitted yet. That's Will Lyon and Josh Mills. Your current top 3, Lyon, Mills, Salmon.
Yeah,
and the gap really between those is a lot. So
that needs, that is unfortunate when your car gets stuck in the wall and you become a pogo stick.
My partner needs to announce a Real Madrid versus Barcelona match. No.
Goal, Barazza, goal!
I'll tell you what, though, that little hit there for Taormina has done a bit of damage to the back of that car. I think the back plates are not the wing and slides through John Cal. Just as I say that, no, that's not the place you want to go. No.
You got a slow car on the left. Car stopped on the left. Go right.
Clear right. So everything's a little bit spread out at the moment. We'll keep an eye on things. This battle
it's extremely spicy right now. That's the car number 31, Vincenzo Taormina. Going into the bits, you'll probably want to get that.
Oh, did you see the slide?
No,
wow.
I didn't.
Basically locks the brakes to the point car was sliding in the pit lane to hit that pit limit.
Oh, he meant me, so he wants me. Or sorry, Rachel wants me. No, he or she.
Oh, I'm not good enough. Okay.
Oh, you're not good enough. Oh, come on.
I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for soccer. I get it.
You'll be fine.
Be fine. Right. Well, sorry, there is a lot of. What we lost? Nielsen. Nielsen's in the pits. Did not see what happened to him. But he's in the pits as well. Looks like that's damage as well. He's going down the order. Taormina is now out, by the way. And these things are built tough. But a little bit of damage, and these LMP2s, they suffer. In IMSA this week with Monza, it shows. A little bit of damage goes a long way to destroying your race because of the top speed. So they're out. They're now sitting in P11. Quite a way, I think, away from P10, which is Interlagos. So
the one thing I am noticing, by the way, is the amount of times they've locked up the wheels. These LMP2s are locking up the wheels quite a lot.
They are. And a lot of the issue is this is one car that you need 100%
Oh,
braking.
no. Charlie, please. You blinked again.
Oh, dear. In this battle with Haneke.
They're sliding coming out of turn. They were sliding. Did you see that?
Coming out the Center S's.
Yeah.
Like I said, first gear corner. Center S's, first gear corner. Largo, first gear corner. Then you go into turn 8. That's a first gear corner. You want to talk more? Okay, how about turn 9? You keep that into first gear. Pico di Pato, you've got to go into first gear. There are so many first gear corners around here that there's so much power. It's like a stock car going around Sonoma. That is how, and Cowan's blinked again. That is how much power. You've got to really be careful with your throttle as you're coming out of these corners around Interlagos. It is so dangerous.
Yeah, there's a battle for a third position. Oliver Dean catching. Oh, no, he's actually been overtaken by Owen Blythe. Owen Blythe making the move. I think we actually missed that. So Owen Blythe now up into third position. The car number 26 doing well. And he's just got Ishmael Yakubu with the high vis jackets in the background.
Oh, God.
I've done it now, haven't I? Bader Mikulov has actually come out of the pits, so that's good to see him back on track. But he is a lap down. He got he got punished for that really harshly. He lost the lap as soon as he towed, by the way. Like, actually, he lost. Like, no joke, he lost the lap.
And that's unfortunate. He was almost at the end of the track as well, so he wouldn't have got a long tow, but it was still a big tow. This battle with Blythe and Dean, by the way, coming around Pico di Pato, just holding on. That is a corner, by the way, which ECTEs, if you're brave enough, you can make the move. If they want to take a wide line into turn 10, you can make the move on the inside, and I have done it numerous times in my GCE days. But then, both of them on the exit of junk out, going over the raised curb, and that will compromise their speed coming up the hill into turn 13 and turn 14. So they will use the slipstream. But you got to think, if Dean didn't ride the curb there, he might have been able to catch up here to Blythe and look at making a move. But both of them going down the wrong path there on the exit of Junkow, compromising them. But Dean with a good exit. Is it a good exit? No, he's just... Ooh, I'm not sure.
It depends.
Like themselves, yeah.
These GTEs, they can somewhat recover from a bad exit from Senna onto the cover of the Sol, but when it comes down to, you know, something like the LMP2 or the LMP1, if you make a mistake, you're carrying that mistake all the way down to Lago 1 and Lago 2. I'm gonna call them Lago because it's the Descida do Lago, you know. So I'm just gonna call them Lago 1 and Lago 2 because that's the only way I can really decide them. Why not? But with the LMP1 and the LMP2, so your mistake is carried all the way down Oposta down towards Lago 1, 2. With the GTs, you can sort of recover and sort of, you know, make do with having a mistake at the center S, but you can't have a big mistake, because if you do, you just gotta get caught around Curva de Sol, and then you're gonna have a really big mountain to climb to try and get that position back. Because in the infield, it's impossible.
It's a tough section, but also a fun section when you get it right, which is what some of them have been doing. Little battle here for P9, by the way. That is Ormaius in the 36 against Heliogorge. They were side by side down onto the start-finish line. Hugo Valentin right behind Heliogorge there, just letting him by. So that's another bookmarking there. Just holding. Oh, really? And that's, you know, Valentin still had damage to the back of that car. There's a little bit of a way down that bottom diffuser. But Heliogorge there with that, having to let the traffic go by, losing the time and not the good time. Now, Goran is the first of the top guys to go in and serve his pit stop. By the way, Josh Mills is the only car on the LMP1s not to pit yet. He is trying to draw out as much of a time as he can. 13 seconds behind Alex Salmon, and then about 24 seconds ahead of Will Lyon. So a podium could look likely for Mills here.
Yeah, as long as he can keep Connor Pearson away from the podium. You know, Connor Pearson and Josh Mills are doing pretty similar lap times at the moment. Their last was a 1:18.6 for Josh Mills, and Connor Pearson did a 1:18.3. And I think that is not Josh Mills, that was Connor Pearson. Sorry, that's not Connor Pearson. Sorry, these OCM cars are so hard to distinguish. The only thing that distinguishes them is the stripe. That's it. But,
yeah. It's tough. By the way, gap between Lyon and Pearson as Lyon tries to make a really aggressive move around Grimbergers. To lap it attack by Grimbergers and spin round. No! And he loses the wheel. The engine's got puffed. Lyon's out of the race.
What?
No, the engine went puff.
Oh, what?
And again, that is another case of an LMP2 setting themselves up after Pico di Porto into turn 11 and we're not understanding, not realizing.
What are you doing?
Yeah, there's a call of car right. So now, that's another one gone. And like I said, I saw smoke. That to me says an engine has gone. Well, the rear was gone. The wings were gone. So, I get to say something I have never said. Well, I have said and then ruined it. But there's a certain 1, 2, 3 we're looking at here. If you know what I mean. And I'm touching wood and making sure that, you know. But it could be a first.
It could be a first. If it happens, will we have to, like, cry?
After the 24-hour charity race we did last week, I decided that I would trash talk the OCM guys, but that was just off the record and I was having a bit of fun. But what do we do if that happens? Curse it, please? Okay, yeah, curse it. Okay. It's going to be an OCM 1, 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen. Joakim Braun has told me it's going to be an OCM 1, 2, and 3. So we will wait for that to happen.
Do you know how angry they would be with us if it actually happens that all the OCM cars is just...
Rob, it's season 4. No commentator curses. I'm having no curses this season. Okay? None.
But you just cursed them.
Nope. They'll finish 1, 2, 3. Bet you. Riker, Baptista in the pits for the LMP2s. Will anybody join them? Kevin Bellin's on his outlap, by the way. He's already been in the pits. He is... Grimberger's now in the pits as well. Kevin Koch goes into the pits. Where does Bellins come out with Baptista just coming out of the pits right now? Riker's out already, so Bellins not able to Oh God, 6 seconds. So still unable to make inroads here, but Bellin's holding on to a P4 at the moment, and with Grimbergus having damage, it might be a P3.
Can we bless somebody with good internet? Can we bless Cowan with good internet? Can we? Do we have the power? Do we only have the power of curse, or do we have the power of curse and bless?
Rob, you have to bless me with good internet first, then we'll look at blessing other people, okay?
Okay, I bless you with good internet. There you go. You should have good internet now. That is
not happening.
The Gustav Grimberger is coming up behind Charlie Cowan. He's 1.5 seconds behind Charlie. He's just coming up to about 1.6 seconds now. He'll be looking to see if he can gain 7th position back. He essentially fought his way from the back, and now he's coming up just ever so closer to 7th, and then his next goal will be 6th. I don't know if he'll have enough time to do 5th, or if the tires will explode before that.
Well, the track temperature's gone down, by the way. It's now 42 Celsius, 108 Fahrenheit. So a couple Celsius.
That's like
a couple Celsius.
That's like 2.
Yeah, I thought a couple is Rob too. Yeah, congratulations.
Well, that's not a lot. That's like saying.
Okay, it's not a lot.
That's like saying, oh, here's more water. It's literally like a teaspoon of water.
Like a teaspoon drop, like a tablespoon of water drop in the ocean. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie, can you please stop blinking? You're gonna give me a heart attack. Like
Gussenberg. So, Will Lyon's in the pits again.
No.
No, he's still in the pits. Sorry, yeah.
Look at the amount of damage.
Is he actually staying in the race to fix that, or is he just? Yeah.
Look at the amount of damage this car has. That is one sad LMP1 car.
A reminder that all prototypes must be in 2 body, must not be 1 full body. They must be 2 parts, and that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, not because of the unfortunate fatality because of a single body monocoque prototype in the 90s killed a driver at Le Mans, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Salmon's just put himself in between the battle of Cox and Riera for the P11 battle in the LMP2. Riera not having a good race, dropped 9 places down, and to be fair, Cox made up 3 places. But can he battle Riera? I'm not too sure. Times are a bit different between the two of them, so we'll wait and see on that one. Coming around now into Junkow very shortly. Cox does have a good lead there, but he's sliding the car. Why he slid that car through Junkow?
Yeah,
that was
tires,
almost Tokyo Drift.
Those tires are, as they say in the business, oof.
But I will tell you now, you will look at the tire percentage when you pit, and you're only looking at 88%. But it's amazing over a hot hour how much that makes a difference.
Oh, that's a car 32 going on.
Makes the move. Oh, no, he gets punted in the back.
Just a touch. Just a touch.
Just a kiff. I think Cox just took a bit too much speed into the S's there. I think that's what happened. But in some respects, a good little cutback there for Cox. Holding on to it. Just a shame there was a little bit of a tap there. Riera will have to reset and go again. And I hate to report it, Taramina has been disqualified.
Oh, really? Wait, he had to serve he served a penalty and... What? Oh, did he not serve
He did not serve the penalty, I don't think.
Yeah, he only pitted once. Well, that's the first time somebody's been disqualified from one of our races. By the way, Martin Nielsen, the car 37 that had that massive accident, he's actually back at racing, so good on him. You know, good on him for continuing to race, even though it's not going to be too fun out there. You know, it's a good spirit to have.
Yeah, you know what I think? I'm starting to think he might have been meatball flagged. No, actually, no. He did get disqualified. No, that was an incident point. Okay, no, he did. He did get disqualified.
I think it might tell me if he did get disqualified. Just remind me of the name.
Vincio Taramina, car 31. You do that. I'm going to keep an eye on this battle right now. Josh Mills has pitted He's come out in P2. Half a second behind his teammate Connor Pearson. Well, the top three are all teammates, you get what I'm trying to say. But Mills now having to defend P2 against Pearson. Simon is way in the lead, 9 seconds in the lead. These two are battling. You've got Valentine still with that battered and bruised, that battered and bruised yellow OCM. And then Sam Blackwood again in P5. So Mills battling with Pearson. Pearson gaining a little bit of time right here as they come around turn 9 into turn 10. Pico di Pato they go. Mills makes a move on a LMP2. That's Nilsson. And so does Pearson. Now GTE. Mills has gone very wide to try and get that GTE. Almost touching. And that's Pinsker. Pinsker has been bookmarked. That's a good bookmarking from Mills. They're going wide around there into John Cow. And the gap now is almost about 3/10 of a second he gained by that little move. Pearson having to take a slower John Cow. And it shows. And now he's putting a bit more boost. Saved a bit more boost there to use. Not going to be good enough. The gap is just over half a second right now between Mills and Pearson. 12 minutes left in the race. We're about 8 laps left in the race, if my maths is right, and it never is.
It's lap 37 out of 46 prospective. And it's going to be a finish to the wire, I think, between these two. Connor Pearson, he is still carrying damage. He has not got it fully repaired. Look at the front left of his car. He's still carrying damage. Josh Mills, probably one of the only few LMP1s to have not been in a major accident. He's been in a few tussles and he's had a few, knocks here and there, but no damage on his car. He's just trying to go around the car of Gustav Grimbergas, who keeps his line as he's entitled to do, and that's what he should do. Be predictable. Car number 15 going around. That is Pico di Pato. I wonder if Mills will try a over-under. Oh, just a little bit of a braking. Trying to get around.
Pearson had to hit the brakes because he didn't think Mills was going to go there for a moment. And now the boost battles are almost collecting each other. Side by side they go. Does Mills have any more boost to work with? He does not. They're going to go side by side. As they cross the line, Mills will be registered P2. Will Pearson go for a late braking here? Side by side, he makes the move into the center of this. Holds on to it. Can Mills respond? It's going to come around the curve to Sol. There's an LMP2 of Haneke and then a GT of Oliver Dean there. Who's got the more boost? Oh, no, Haneke just blinked. That's going to be a bit scary. Pearson holds on to it. Will he bookmark? Can he bookmark one? Mills goes for the aggressive. He gets past Haneke.
No, Mills doesn't want any of the bookmarking. He does get held up by GTE. That is the car number 4 holding his line, but that is Josh Mills having to panic brake to essentially prevent an accident. He's going around the 26, but that is him having to come back and chase the car number 20 of Connor Pearson, who's now gained a 1.3 second gap. Alex Salmon ahead. He's just checked out. He's probably in the hotel by now, having a nice cup of tea with a biscuit, while these guys are just fighting it out behind him. That's the car number 9 of Anthony Cat, who also had a few incidents. I think it was not of his own doing, but he's now back up into 5th position. So good on him for continuing the race.
Oh God, Haneke, please don't be the next one that's going to be blinking. He's blinking there. At the same time, Haneke was going side by side with Oliver Dean, so much that Dean lost the slipstream on Blythe, and that was a battle for P3 in the GTE, so he's having to gain it back right now. But Blythe having to go a little bit slow through the center exit as that's Grimberger's going by him, so might be able to make a move. But again, Blythe has still got that little slipstream, using it to the best of the ability. Remember, these GTEs are going to have a little bit quicker speed off the blocks compared to these LMP2s, and Blythe's been able to use that to get a bit of slipstream on first Grimberger's and then Blackwood. So really holding on right now, and there's nowhere for Dean to get any slipstream, but now they will hit the middle section of the track. Really needs to find a way to catch up. I don't think he'll be able to.
Yeah, Dean unfortunately he's been a good boy. He ate his spinach, but unfortunately it didn't. It's just not clicked, I think, from just at this moment.
Oh, that's Adam Powell. That's Adam Powell going off. Sorry. What's happened to... Oh, he's lost the back of that Ford. Coming around. Where's that? Sorry, that's around turn 11. I've never seen that before. Losing a couple spots, I think. No, he was a lap down. he's still P12.
Just a replay. He's coming around Pico de Pato. Then sweeping down Merculo. Oh, the car just steps out.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. That's a very odd place to lose it, but at least he lost it in a way that, you know, he ended up in the grass and essentially slowed him down. He can continue on racing, but unfortunately 12th will be where he remains for now. As you can see, the car... Oh, that is the LMP1. I think that is of Josh. It is not of Josh... I keep getting this wrong. It is of Hugo Valentin and of his partner in crime, Sam Blackwood. It's quite literally first through fifth.
The OCM show.
Yeah, it's literally OCM first through fifth.
I mean, we had this RLR abuse of Brucey Esports the last in season 3, but the events happened every time, and you think you get an RLR 1, 2, 3, and I think we only got like 3 1, 2, 3s from RLR last season just by that racing. But the OCM right now doing what they can, and I mean, to get a clean sweep at the top 5, it's almost like the classic Porsche advert from the 70s of Le Mans, you know, where 7 of the top 8 positions were all Porsches, and they just had that advert saying not everybody's perfect. That could be OCM right now.
Remember when we cursed them, or when you cursed them? Remember that?
Yeah.
That did nothing. If anything, it blessed them. You accidentally blessed OCM.
I told you. 2020 season 4. We've gone through the worst. Let's get on to the best. No more cursing.
So we're
doing the best I can.
That's the car number 32 sitting it on the inside. That is, oh really? The car number 4 of poor Dean. He's really not having the best time of it all. He's just not able. As soon as he was trying to, you know, get stuff together, look at him. He's down on the right hand side, and then he can't move around the LMP2s, and he's falling back even further. He's 2.5 seconds. The poor man. And
he was in a battle for P3. Literally 2 laps ago, we were talking about Oliver Dean versus Owen Blythe. Traffic has worked against him.
Yeah.
Usually we're talking about how the faster cars lose a battle because of lap traffic. The slower cars lost a battle because of lap traffic. Welcome to Interlagos. It is one of the hardest tracks to multi-class racing. Yeah,
that's really unfortunate for him because, you know, realistically speaking, you know, he's fast.
We've got an LMP2 up. That's Amias. What's happened there? He's lost it in turn 11. Just absolutely just lost the back of it. And everybody, he held his brakes. He was going down the hill and he held his brakes.
That's the second car. Oh no, he initially didn't. He did finally hold it once he realized what was going on. He was rolling backwards quite vigorously, but yeah, that's the second car. I wonder if anything will happen within the next, you know, within the next 2 to 3 laps. It is counting down. Just under 5 minutes remain here, guys. Guys and gals, apologies. And it is
Nielsen in the pits, by the way.
Again. Oh.
Yeah. I think he might just pull. Oh, no, it's a drive-through.
Yeah,
it's a drive-through penalty for Nielsen.
15 seconds drive-through. Montoya is the commentator. No, Montoya is not the commentator.
Montoya is one of my favorite drivers, but yes, okay.
Yeah, none of us are from. We're from
UK
and Ireland. Yeah. Oh, that was who I was referring to.
I speak one. How many times must one win a championship before one is called one? I can't actually remember that. I just remember a load of ones.
Yeah, Juan Pablo Montoya. You're gonna have to discern which is which. You know, is it me, Mr. Robert O'Brien, that sounds like Montoya, or is it my partner Craig King, who sounds like Montoya? That's Simon.
Shouty boy.
Simon hurt necky. He hurt his neck somehow. He was definitely blinking. So, I'm sorry.
Love that livery, by the way. Love that livery.
It is a nice livery. It's a lot better than the cursed Oh, I sound like Montoya.
Oh, you sound like Montoya. Really? When?
Well, when?
Yeah, when?
I'm more confused now.
Yeah. But this is the battle for P5, by the way. We've got 3 minutes left in the race. Kat versus Haneke for P5 in the LMP2s. As they're just coming up, Josh Thompson just ahead of them, who is just, it's been a one-man wrecking show in the GTEs with Josh Thompson once again. Coming around turn 11 right now. The gap is 0.3 of a second. Will Kat decide to make a move? Kat respects the position and just holds off coming through Junkow. Loses a bit of time. Haneke blinks again. Thank you very much. But now they get around Josh Thompson. The gap is now 0.4 of a second. Slipstream in effect for Kat. Grunberg is only 2 seconds behind them. Don't think he'll be able to make a move. Meanwhile, in front of them, there's a battle in the GTEs. Let's keep an eye on this. That's Simmons and Vercher. Vercher's got a smashed up back of that Corvette. Just defends against Simmons. But now you've got these LMP2. So, let's have a battle for P10 in the GTEs. And while we're doing that, let's have a battle for P5 in the LMP2s. They're going side by side. The cars come in 2 by 2. Kat goes to the inside, going into Largo. He will hold on to it as Haneke has to take a wider line because his apex being compromised by Kat there. So a slower exit for Kat. Holds on to it though, keeps the lead. Now, not the lead, P5, sorry.
Because Suskenberger's going up 3 wide between Vercher and Simmons.
Oh, touch by Simmons and Vercher. Vercher might get this move done. Can he get it done? Yes. Now, what about the inside into turn 8 and 9? That belongs to Simmons. Now, Vercher needs to get in there. Great little block in there from Simmons. They might touch. They touch. They touch. Vercher spins Simmons. Simmons is only going to lose 1 place as Josh Thompson goes behind him. That's a racing incident, I'm afraid. Vercher wanted that inside. He wanted to make that move into Pico de Pato.
Just a replay of this now. A minute left to go. And you can just see... Oh! Yeah, unfortunately, that was an unfortunate racing incident. However, it wasn't the end for the car of Simmons. He can still keep going, but he is now down a position. As Vercher will now come home, I think, in 10th. Right.
Alex Salmon, there's 34 seconds left on the clock. Comes around the final straight, aka is that Glock. He will come around, he will see the white flag. Is Bobby there for white flag today? He's there, but he's not waving anything. White flag for the race right now for everybody. And we should see a few positions decided as we come there. Meanwhile, there is now, is that battles for the lead? Yes, that is Kevin Cox and Riera and Helio Koch in a battle right now for 9th, 10th, and 11th. Riera's taken 2 positions here, and now Cox having to make a move. I did not realise it. Cox now going into the inside. He's going to be on the outside coming around the next corners. Riera wants to make a move into 6 and 7. They touch. That's Netco touch. Netco damage. Someone comes around, and now Helio Koch might be able to get onto the attack of Cox. No, but these 3 very close. This will be their last lap as well. They've literally just been overtaken. They'll not see a blue flag. They'll see a white flag now. Can they keep this battle going? There's nowhere for anything to go. Helio Koch wants to make a move into Pico de Pato. He can't. Down into turn 11 they go. As we will see as well. We'll keep an eye on this, but it looks like those positions have been sorted. Riera, Cox, and Helio Koch. But Alex Salmon, while all that was going on, just quietly goes past them. He comes around the penultimate corner. Into the final corner he goes. 2020 Season 4 starts with a win for OCM. Alex Salmon takes the victory at Interlagos.
Well done to Alex Salmon and his teammate Connor Spearson just behind him. And then Josh Mills just behind them as well. That'll be a 1-2-3 lockout for OCM. After...
How about 4th and 5th as well, by the way?
Yeah. Literally, all the OCMs that participated came home in the top 5. So they literally locked at the entire top end.
Now we need to make history, Rob, because this is the first broadcast of an official iRacing series with the LMP2. So the first winner of an LMP2 series is Elias Riker, with Felipe Baptista coming home in P2 and Kevin Bellens just missing out on a late surge to take P3. Those are your first 3 podium sitters for an LMP2 car.
It's that Gustav Grimbergus battling Simon Erdnecki. He's coming around the outside. That was absolutely brilliant. That is Gustav Grimbergus fighting side by side with Simon in turn 11. He's going around. He's trying to go around the outside. They touch a rear end. That is a fight to the flag. Simon Erdnecki is going on the inside. That is Gustav Grimbergus. Do they move?
Haneke gets it! Haneke gets it, followed by Grimbergus, and for all that, Anthony Cat with P5 and losing P5 during that last lap. What's happened to Cat to lose P5? Oh, he got taken at the first. He got taken in the center X's. And I'm not sure, but he lost P5 and finished P7.
Oh, he got hit in the rear end by the car number 33. Just a replay of what happened. That is Simon Erdnecki battling with Gustav Grimbergus. He came out of nowhere. He was almost going to take 2 positions. He was sitting in 7th position, and he was about to battle for 6th with Simon Erdnecki. Erdnecki was actually able to hold on just a 5th, and they were able to make it happen. That was Gustav Grimbergus going on the inside, number 15, coming around the final bend onto the start-finish straight. He hit, and if he didn't hit, I would have guessed that they would have been able to actually just pip the post. Gustav Grimbergus would have been able to pip the post if they hadn't made contact, but whew.
You got your breath? You got your breath?
Yes.
Right. I'll get your breath back. Let's go over the results. I'll start it off just to save your breath, because this is Spanish, not Portuguese. It's an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for OCM. Alex Salmon takes the win, followed by Connor Pearson, then Josh Mills, Hugo Valentin, and Sam Blackwood. In P6, Polygas Mykonos, coin operator as we know him, comes into 6th. Yakubu gets 7th. Ruslan Baron Mifkolov gets 8th. We'll get back to the rest when we meet them in a minute. To the LMP2s, the first winner of an official series on iRacing broadcast.
Somebody going backwards.
This is the first one. Elias Riker takes the win. Felipe Baptista takes P2 in the LMP2s. Then it's Kevin Bellens in P3. Jack Gooden gets 4th. Simon Hanurki with that fantastic race at the end takes 5th, with Gustav Grimbergus just missing out, taking 6th. Anthony Cat will take 7th. Charlie Cowan will take 8th. Gaius Riera will take 9th. Kevin Cox 10th. Jean-Francis Hiliogot will take 11th. Amias in the 36, I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name, will take 12th, and 13th is Andreas Freitrich in the LMP2s. And Rob, take it away with the GCEs.
Yes, I will indeed. That is Josh Thompson winning. That's the first maiden win of the Corvette C8Rs, and they did it in the broadcast race. Well done to them. The first race outing for them and the first win for them. That would make a lot of people proud to see. Well, look at the performance of the 1, 2, 3 for the C8Rs. In second place is Artem Grabo and Owen Blythe coming in third position. So that's a 1, 2, 3 for the C8Rs. Olivier Dean. He really didn't have a lucky look to the draw. I was just trying to formulate the words in my head. You know, in 2 distinct locations, he was unable to, catch a break because he was doing his thing. He was just doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, the cars around him were just like, "Hey, I'm here. You can't go around me. You're the slowest class on track. Just accept it." But accepting it meant that he had to accept 4th position, which is not something that you really want to have happen to you. But racing is racing. And unfortunately, he'll have to come. Well, hopefully he'll come back and try again and have better luck next time. Ferraris driving the Ferrari in 5th position. McKenna in 6th. Ogrodnik in 7th. Pikesy in 8th. Pinsker, in 9th position. In 10th is Vercher. Simmons in 11th. Parle in 11th. In 12th. In 14th for the LMP2s was Nelson, who had that maximum amount of damage. And then we get into the retirements. Will Lyons retired. Tara Mina was disqualified Kimitchev retired. Susana retired. We saw him. Kolobuksov also retired. Martinez retired. We did not see him. And Navas also retired.
Yeah, I don't think Navas took the start. Did not take the start. No.
He did not.
Nope, did not take the start.
Well, you have better eyes than I do.
I know.
Hey. Now, Craig, who was your driver of the day?
Oh, man. Well, let's just go down a lot of these drivers because Connor Pearson did not qualify. He's made up 7 spots to P2. Granted, all of that with a lot of incidents. We've got Baptista taking 4 positions into P2. Jack Gooden made 6 positions into P4 in the LMP2s. Josh Thompson dominated. Grabo had a very quiet race. Owen Blythe had a good race with Oliver Dean. You know, it's a tough one, I gotta be honest, but you know what? I think because it's the first race with the LMP2s, I think we gotta give it to Elias Riker. Because while he had a very quiet race, you only get one first time. And like I was saying, this is the first time there's been an LMP2 broadcast on the iRacing network. And Elias Riker takes that distinction of the first one to win. So he's my driver of the day.
Let's see if we can get him. Oh, well, I can't get him on my screens, so you're gonna have to start.
He was that good. He was that good. You can't find him.
Yeah, he's so good. I can't find him. Oh dear. I know I found him.
Ah, there he is. Right. While you do that, I will. I will do. Le Shill.
Yeah, do the shills.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with us and watching a crazy start to the ILMS season. This has been Raidillon TV. I am Craig King, the shouty boy. That is Robert O'Brien. If you like more of us, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the follow button on Twitch. Hit that like button for those YouTube algorithms. Below on our videos is the link to our Discord. There's a link to the live timings, which I always forget. Track cameras, once again, by trackcams22.com. If you like more of us, we will be back Sunday night. I almost said Saturday. Sunday night for the Fanatec GT Challenge. Until then, do be prepared for anybody doing the GTE endurance race tomorrow around here. Good luck. But until then, coming up very shortly, in 20 minutes, is the IMSA broadcast from RaceSpot. You've seen the LMP2s once, you're going to see them again. Yeah, go watch them and tell them we sent you. Tell them we sent you. Type in the chat, Raidillon TV sent us, you know? Tell them we did it, you know? Tell them we did it. But yeah, check them out. I think it's the first time in a while that IMSA has had their broadcast back, and it's good to see them back on prime time, essentially. But Owen Blythe's driver for the day, no bias. 100% no fake. But yeah, guys, do check out the RaceSpot TV's IMSA broadcast. Let them know we sent you. Until Sunday, we will be back with the Fanatec. The Fanatec. I can't speak. I was so energetic. I was like, yeah, I need to get this out. For Gustav Grimbergers. I was having my Glock moment. But yeah, guys, I do appreciate all of you tuning in for us today. It was good to see you guys participate in the chat, participate in the biz. We'd love to see you guys stick around and continue to enjoy our content. So we'll be back on Sunday with the iRacing Fanatec GT Challenge. So join us then. If you like what you see, hit the like buttons, get subscribed, hit the bell icon to be notified of when we go live for streams. Follow us on our YouTube, our Twitch, follow us there. On Instagram, follow us there. And on Twitter, we're there as well. We're good boys. I haven't posted in a while, but we're good boys. But yeah, as Craig has said, my name is Robert O'Brien. Your other commentator today has been Craig King. And we will see you on Sunday or next Friday for more ILMS racing. Do join us then, and take care.